Contestants, this is the very first pitch in the boardroom. So, set the bar. Over to you.
So judges, today we will be taking you through our revamp for the Ultra Bonus social media campaign. Firstly, I will take you through the strat and the revamp, after which Mpho will take you through the creative. So the duration for our campaign is going to be 45 days. We have broken this down to 1 to 2 weeks in the beginning to be the multi-channel campaign launch, which is informative and visual. In the 3rd to 5th week, we'll be launching a competition and also an offline campaign. This is to create talkability and to drive offline traffic online. We will also be doing in week 6 to 7 the winner announcement and influencer takeover. This is our disruptive element to our campaign. So the rationale, what we have done with the campaign name is we have decided to change it to something that is uniquely South African, fun and catchy. We have decided to go with a Sesotho name that means again, again and again. And this stays true to CellC's brand identity, and also it is going to it's going to be fun and catchy and uniquely South African. We will also be introducing a challenge that will be humorous and will have legs in that regard, but also innovative and disruptive in the prize itself by turning a social media takeover on its head. In terms of our goals, we wish to increase brand awareness, show champion status with CellC, increase engagement, and also disrupt the current market. With our objectives, we are looking to increase the amount of product users. We wish consumers to become advocates of the brand, drive leads and sales through advocacy and our content, and consumer retention and satisfaction through informative posts as well as informational chatbots for them to have a conversation with. With our measurement metrics, we will use the existing metrics from CellC once it becomes available to us. With our target market, we are going to use financially conscious prepaid users, both new and existing, with an LSM of between 4 and 10. With the disruptive element, this is quite the fun part of the campaign, is we're looking to do quite a humorous element here for people to engage with the brand. And also what we're going to do with the social media takeover is get Mzansi to take over the winner's account for a day. So with our overall strategy, we want it to be holistic and well-rounded. So we are going to use both paid, owned, and earned media across our social media platforms. This will be through Instagram, through Twitter, as well as Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, sorry. And then what we'll also do for informational purposes is have a chatbot on WhatsApp for people to message and have a conversation with to find out more about the brand. And YouTube, a 5-second non-skippable ad. Mpho, please introduce the judges to our creative.
Now, this is our creative element that we've chosen, Happily Happy. Again, as Chase mentioned, again and again and again. To add that upbeat, the letters, the font is the CI font, but we chose to have it 3D, so it pops. It adds the playful element to it. And the confetti at the back is to celebrate and show festivities. We chose to use our star player, Mzansi Matu, doing the hand gestures 1, 2, and 3, just to show the 3 times value. This is the digital banner. Again, on the left, you have our creative device, Happily Happy, that will animate, showing the 3D, communicating the triple-year recharge every time. And should you need more information, you click on it, and definitely takes you to the inside, to the website. If you look on the left, where Mzansi has the hand gesture showing the sign number 3, she's outside of the bubble. Where they see I, they usually have things inside. So we kind of went disruptive slightly. This is the 5-second video that Chase spoke about, and speaks about switch to CellC Happily Happy to get 3 times the value from a single recharge. Again, Happily Happy recharge. This is the Twitter, the fun element that Chase spoke about, where it reads, at CellC, our 3 times combo of things that go together is airtime, data, SMS bundles. Reply with your best 3 combos using the hashtag Happily Happy. you could win a social media takeover by our very own CellC Matu. So if you look at the 3 combos here, the examples, it's rock, paper, scissors. Now, if people are going to play along, things like camp chair, empty apartment, golf 7. You know what I mean?
There we go.
Exactly. Now, again, we have the adverts on Twitter that will be playing with star player CellC showing 1, 2, 3 times the value of the product offering. If I go to paid media, Instagram, on the video, you look in there, it will be a star player splitting in 3 parts. Again, subliminally communicating the 3 times the value. And then on the right, you have the Insta story where it will play the video. If you swipe up, it will get you to the internet to find out more. The Facebook promo takeover as well. So Kanye did our voiceover here. We just basically took the existing advert, chopped it up, did our own voiceover, and again, brought our material, the brand, the Happily Happy device.
Triple your recharge every time. Extra bonus for more calls to any network and CellC. Extra bonus for more data and more SMSs. Get on CellC prepaid and win the struggle with Happily Happy recharge. Ring more. CellC. Connect your way.
This video does not only live on Facebook. It could live on Twitter. It could live on Instagram as well. But I'm just showing you where right now we have. And the in-store, we realized when we went to the store, they had the in-store screen playing there. So this is, again, one of the video that they could play inside promoting the 3 times the value recharge product offering. Beyond the digital campaign, we also have the print in-store flyers that will send traffic to the website to find out and to be part of the Happily Happy hashtag. So this is the print in-store flyer that they'll receive. If you look further, there are billboards, the vertical as well as the horizontal. Again, the bubble, star player is outside of the bubble, bringing the creative device that is Happily Happy on top and triple your recharge every time. And this is another execution where she's on top, the 3 hand gestures and communicating our product offering with Happily Happy. Thank you.
Thank you.
So that's your pitch.
This is our pitch.
I have some questions.
Maybe
Can
before
I,
question.
sorry.
Maybe go for it.
I must say I'm slightly emotional, which never happens, because I'm actually really proud. And I say that sincerely. You guys know how you started before with your challenges. It was all of you guys and a couple of other people, and fortunately didn't make it. I really am. I do have one concern, and my concern, I don't know, for you, my fellow judges, was mainly just how would you entice, and maybe I missed it, how would you entice anyone entering the competition from the beginning, knowing there is a prize? Because does that not come later?
So how we wanted it is we wanted to layer it a little bit.
Okay.
So in week 1 and 2, we wanted to focus on information and visuals so that the consumer understands what Happily Happy really is. Before we hit them with a competition, and now there's a competition element and we're trying to educate them.
Okay.
So once they're educated, they know what Happily Happy is and they can enter the competition to win.
Brilliant.
So I have some questions, and my questions were really about the mediums that you opted to use. Initially, you spoke about Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, but during your presentation, I picked up that you were going off those platforms onto the website. You also went onto YouTube. So right up front, you didn't say that you were going to include the website or YouTube. On none of your communications do I see any bit.ly link that takes you to the website. So how do you intend driving the traffic that you generate to the sale, which we call retail? So driving them through the sales funnel, and you didn't address for me, once they get to the website, what happens? Because ultimately, what CellC is trying to achieve with this is sell
The product.
the product.
Yes.
I didn't feel how the product will be sold from your presentation. I understand what you are trying to do. I understand how you're trying to make it interesting and break through clutter, but I don't see how the product is going to be sold.
I would like to first of all say congratulations. That was a really tight presentation, a good pitch. And at any given time, you knew that was a CellC proposition. And even though the brand is so much older than all of us, you still were able to keep the essence of what the brand stands for. And I think that is really commendable. the way that you guys worked together on this, you can see that it was quite clear. But I'd like to disagree with my fellow judge. We must always think about the brief. The brief was revive social media platform, disrupt, and come up with a new articulation. Happily happy. In fact, that's how you say it, all. Happily happy, ne? Happily happy is a great concept. It's a good idea, and you've been able to take it and be able to deliver it on all those different elements was really, really, really spot on. And I think that for me, looking at the brief and looking at what is required for the brief, I actually don't care about what happens on the other side. I want to know how you've met the brief that was given to you. And I think that is something that would need to unpack a little bit more as well.
Sylvester, you have to agree that any client brief that comes in has a commercial element to it. And as brand ambassadors, branding and marketers, people in the business, you always need to commercialize whatever the client is asking you to do, whether they spell it out in the brief or not. And I feel that it's important from the onset to remember that we're selling product.
For sure. I completely, I don't disagree with you on that.
Yeah,
because any business or any brand in the world, that's what they want to do, sell product. So it's obvious, so we can't state the obvious here. But I think what's important is it was what is in the brief for this task was not about how are you going to sell more product. It was how do we revitalize our social media platform.
I agree with you. Revitalize a nice concept. Like I said, everything tick, tick, tick in terms of being disruptive, being a little bit creative. But I fail to see the commercialization, which is always why you are briefed by a client to do something for a brand.
But could you not argue that that would be the next stage then?
No, I think every opportunity to take a brand to market across any touch point, any media channel, is an opportunity to sell the brand.
Absolutely.
Because you have to create mental awareness, which is brand awareness, knowing that the product exists, and then physical availability. How do I get this thing?
Did they not do that though?
No, they got the awareness going, but I don't see how here's how you get the actual product. Because they say, go to the website. They say, here's a YouTube video, and I'm saying, okay, to do what? And that for me is where it fell short a little bit.
Presentation.
So in one of the slides, I think in one of our captions, there is Dow
Star One. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying.
Tariff plan. So if you're not on it, so if you're not on the tariff plan, you switch, and if you have to get a new SIM card, you buy, and then it's already loaded onto the SIM card.
And you've got that on every piece of communication. No, you don't. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the inconsistency I'm talking about in terms of driving consumers through what we call retail, branding and retail. Brand awareness into purchase.
Thank you.
Other than that, I think it was a really fresh and interesting concept.
Absolutely.
I just feel that it missed a vital part of what this business is about, which is not creating pretty pictures. It's about selling product.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I think we have seen enough, and of course, it's now time for the other team to show us what they have.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you. Good luck.